And joining us right now to talk about it is Barton Crockett. He is Rosenblatt Securities senior analyst. Barton, before we dig into what we might hear from Apple today, let's talk about what we've been hearing on the China and India front lately, because that kind of overshadows anything the company might say today. There's a Bloomberg report out today that says that for the first time ever, Apple's going to be selling the made in India iPhones on the launch day. And that may be a little bit of an explanatory factor with all the tension we've heard from China, with China suddenly kind of turning on Apple and saying you can't bring any iPhones into the office, or any other Apple devices for that point, into the office in government operations. That's a big turn. It's got a lot of people wondering what the future of Apple's business is in China, and this has to make you think, okay, maybe this is a little bit of the back and forth. How do you kind of see through all of this? What do you think it means?
Well, look, I think you have to kind of fasten your seatbelt for a bumpy ride. I mean, I think that the political back and forth, negotiating with a country like China that's a communist country, for a company like Apple, I think you have to try and see the value to China of Apple as a strong employer, a maker of devices, builder of an ecosystem that China can leverage off of for its own kind of longer term strategic purposes. I think that there's every reason to believe that this type of tension is likely to blow over. But that said, you never know for sure. If I had to place a bet, it'd be that these guys would see their way to the other side.
I mean, that's why it was so shocking. The idea that Apple employs millions of people, either directly or indirectly, in China, and to see that kind of a pushback. Tim Cook has been so good at walking a fine line, an American company, but one that is really global and, has a huge stake in China. I think that's why people were so shocked by this move. Then you see what they're saying now, or not what Apple's saying, but what Bloomberg is reporting about these made in India phones. And maybe it starts to make a little more sense, because a year ago in December, that quarter, they got in big trouble because of all the supply chain issues in China. You can assume that they started looking around to diversify their supply chain at that point.
Yeah, I mean, they have to diversify. And, it is certainly, one would hope that China can understand some of the episodes that Apple has been through with the production inabilities from things like COVID and, and certain kind of labor tensions, difficulties in their assembly facilities. So diversity makes all the sense in the world, and you'd hope that the country there would be able to understand it. But that's one of those imponderables. I mean, with Apple, you can't go to sleep at night with 100% certainty because of who you're dealing with. But I think logic and self-interest tends to prevail, and these guys will tend to move on with a relationship that's productive.
What do you expect to hear today from Apple?
So, look, I think that we expect the devices to be devices that are much more interesting at the higher end than at the lower end. So this will favor the trend of mix skewing to the pricier devices. There'll be i15 models. It looks like the i15 Pro Max will have, great improvements in camera capabilities with this periscope kind of zooming capability, which is an important kind of feature catch up for Apple. And, and improvements in the camera, we think, resonate with people. The titanium chassis, lighter weight. This is the necessary kind of upgrades that they need to do to keep interest in this product that is the most essential product of the modern economy. And where these guys, they can generate, 150 to 200 million in sales of units by falling off a log just from people replacing the 1 billion installed base of phones that needs to be replaced every 4 years or so. So, they've got an audience, they'll cater to it, and I expect some great products.